Regarding the press, we made a change in the inbounder and also just talked about spacing and that we don't have to look to Sarah to break the timeline. And I thought that we handled that much better and with much more poise and confidence as the game went on.
Rylee Jacobson seemed to be scoring at will for a while during the post. What was she doing well? What was the team doing well to give her opportunities?
I thought RJ was finding herself in space. In penetrating kick situations, she found her sweet spot at 12 to 15 feet, but also in the paint, she was deep enough without being too deep that she was able to use her pivots very well. I was very encouraged in her play tonight.
Fourth quarter seemed to be getting a lot of open outside shots. Was the team moving well without the ball, or what were you guys doing well to kind of make those opportunities happen?
Yeah, I thought it really started with our defense, changing up our defense a little bit, creating a little bit more havoc and picking up their pace a little bit, allowed us to get out and run, and we like to play in transition and play an up-tempo style, and I thought it really started with our defense.
Your zone kind of, they're getting to the basket. Well, that zone kind of threw them off a little bit. Did that work obviously the way you wanted it to at that point?
To some degree, yes. Basketball is a game of rhythm and a game of runs, and we felt that changing up their rhythm, their offensive rhythm, by changing our defense would be to our advantage, and I think it had definitely helped us. We'll need to replay and review the tape. Should we have maybe gone back or changed the rhythm again?
What can you take away from this game? A close game down the fourth quarter, you come out with an opportunity to tie. So what can your team take away from this?
Mm-hmm. The last couple of days, the theme has really been toughness and compete in practice, and I thought that we did that well tonight. And so the conversation in the locker room was, we're not a finished product. We're not happy with the result, but we competed. We still had 23 assists to 30 made field goals. So we are definitely a team and looking for each other and supporting each other. But we need to be able to do that without bailing them out on the foul line.
Was that kind of the shot that you were looking for there with Thunstead?
It was the play that we drew up. I think when we go back and look at it, it was a good shot, a shot that a shooter wants to take. I have confidence in Taylor in that situation. We'll go back and look at it, see if she was on balance or whatnot. But I have confidence with the basketball in our seniors' hand.
Free throw a little bit too much at the end, I think, a lot of the points at the end.
The end and the first quarter.
That's the matter of tightening up on defense, or is it just with some of the quickness they had on the perimeter? Is that just tough to come back?
It's their quickness, but it's our understanding of angles and who's the help and where the rotation is. Being able to, we say, to do two things at one time. Do your responsibility, but understand what the next rotation is. So that can be tightened up, certainly looked at on film, and then practiced again.
This is something obviously have to take into Saturday at the UMD. How do you make sure you guys stay within yourselves and just don't try to do too much when you go out there?
Mm-hmm. We're very open and we will be very open and honest about a rivalry game, about what kind of what this means for the North Dakota kids, and then with all respect and context, understand it's a 40-minute basketball game that we need to do what we do really well and be dialed into a game plan.
We started out strong and they came back and we kind of acted like we were still up, and that kind of hurt us.
Rylee, early it seemed like the press kind of got you guys a little bit. What did you do to combat that, and then just kind of get rid of that vibe in the second quarter there, pressing you guys?
I was just making sure that I was back to give Sarah a little release, because she was getting a lot of pressure, and so I could advance it up the court faster.
Jacobson, you had some success inside. What was going on with you as far as being able to get in the post and get some baskets inside?
We have been working pretty hard in practice, getting lower in the paint and on the block, and I think that really helps when you get low. Really, they're at your mercy, and when you're getting pushed out, it's a lot harder to make shots.
The 3-point shots seem to be falling, especially late in the fourth quarter there. How encouraging is that kind of moving forward? You guys can move the ball around and move in space and get open.
It feels good. Coach always stresses making the one more pass, and if you feel pressure, just give it up to your teammates, and that feels really good. It puts a lot of trust in your teammates, and just playing together feels really good.
Moving forward to Saturday.
We got to still keep competing, and this week Coach talked a lot about toughness, and UND's a great team, and we're going to definitely have to be mentally tough when we go in there.